Hey y'all, it's me, Niecie Lynn. This is the 9th of August, 2024. This is Flosstube number 238. I think I forgot to put it in the description last week, so I don't think it has 237 in there, which is odd. But this morning I am filming Ugly, as I call it. Patty Pan thought that was so funny because when we go down to eat breakfast and go for our walk, when we were at Stitcher-Con, I say, hey, are we getting dressed? Are we going to eat? Are we eating ugly? And that's what we've always called it. If you're going to go down to breakfast somewhere, if we're on vacation, all of us together or something, that's how we always ask each other if you're putting makeup on, or if you're just brushing your teeth and washing your face and going on. And so that's this. The teeth are brushed, the face is washed, but that's it. There is nothing else on here. I have lip balm or whatever on, but I need to go work in the yard, and I was gonna go swim and then come film, and then I watered and I thought, oh, I need to do some more things. So I just decided to jump in here and film, and then I can go ahead and get it uploaded, and Micah can get it all done before she needs to go to, because Aria's open house is at 1 today, so she's super excited because she's going to meet her teacher, and her teacher's, all she knows is it says George. And so she thinks she's excited because she thinks she's gonna have a guy teacher. I'm thinking it's probably a last name instead of a first name. So I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe in Florida they're incredibly informal, and it's just George. The teacher is George. I don't know, but she's super excited because she's never had a boy teacher before. So she is excited. So this is what it is. Also, I guess we need to normalize, just having a face without stuff on it. It just is what it is, right? I've had a fever blister this week. I mean, it's been something else. Sister now has the COVID. Tootie, Baby Dusk, had it last week, and then his mama got it, and now my sister has it. And so I'm figuring one of us picked it up, when we were all together at the showers and parties and things we had. And then we have just all shared it with one another. I'm certainly hoping it does not get shared to me, because it is the one thing that my body just, bam, it is like a gut punch. Oh, and hello, Jonathan. Hello, Lalani. I hope y'all are having a happy Friday. I've been all over the place this week with stitching. So I've stitched a little bit on a lot of things, a decent amount on a few things. I just been doing what I want. And it is not anything that makes sense most of the time. I just pick up this and pick up that and work on it. Also, before I forget, let me find this. And everybody's comments, I read them, but I had to read them on my iPad because I was on a video chat with Aria, and I didn't know that I'm not signed in evidently on this. And so anyway, we'll talk about questions and comments in a minute, but there's no heart on there like always. But I did see y'all, and we've got those on here. Come on. Okay, I'm going this route to say that we've, this week I got news that we had lost our beloved Daleen Wilson. I'm so grateful. SEW, grateful. If you never watched her, you missed out. I assume her videos will still be up, but she was just an absolute joy. So knowledgeable and wise and kind, and I loved corresponding with her and sending messages back and forth. I showed y'all a while back that her book had got published, and I have my copy, and we lost her this week. And so I've been a little sad about that. I just feel like she was such a treasure. But I have also been super happy that she chose to live life on her own terms and didn't back down from it at all. When conventional medicine and other things weren't her route, she just went on ahead and educated herself and had 10 years of absolute joy. So I just think she was so brave to stay true to what she believed, no matter what people said, and just kept on keeping on in the way she felt was right. And so Jenna Lee, I don't know if y'all can see that there, right there, on Instagram. Teresa, hey Teresa, Maggie Grace Creates, told me that she had decided to do this and get a pattern that you love and makes you think about Daleen, and that'll be the hashtag, Stitching with Daleen. And I will get to the one I thought I had a new one picked out, and then I just felt really moved about this other one. So we'll talk to that in a minute. I'm going to leave her book sitting here so that it will hopefully stay in the front of my brain, because we all know how my brain does and does not do what it should. Autumn Lane, my gosh, Autumn Rules. I'm sitting here trying to read Apple, and I worked on my Autumn Rules. I think I worked on it this week, because I don't think I had picking finished last week. I think I worked on it Friday afternoon, and then it got at the bottom of the stack and didn't get any more love. I intended to give it a lot more love because I wanted to have Give Thanks done, because that's not much stitching. But I forgot to pick it back up. So we'll put this guy on here like this, so they'll be side by side. I love it. This is on Espresso Lugana, 32 count Espresso Lugana from Fiber on a Whim. It's from Floss and Fabrics. Hello, Jerry Lynn. I think it's just beautiful fabric. I'm using all the call fors. Pam sent them to me with the chart, and I had this piece of fabric that I did 4th of July rules on, and I loved it so much, and I'm really loving it on this. It's kind of a sagey gray green with kind of an, maybe an ecru, not really an ecru, I would call it more of a stone. If you mixed ecru and stone together, an ecru stone background. But I do love it. I love the little raven crows, whatever they are. I guess they're crows. And it is just an adorable stitch. But it did not get as much love as I intended, sadly. These are all the DMCs. Pam sent them to me on these cards. I thought that was the coolest idea. And then she just has a little sticker on there. So I just thought that was rather genius. But look at these colors. These, like I said, these are just straight DMCs. The called for DMCs on the chart. Right there. And it is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Aren't they beautiful? So it is Ada friendly. Everything in the chart is Ada friendly. I do love that Primrose Cottage gives you that breakdown of your sizes. So that's incredibly helpful to me, at least, because I do struggle. I do struggle with things like that. I check my math and check my math and check my math again and again and again, and I'll still be fretting that I have somehow got something wrong. And I think I have one of these in here. Patty pan, I do. Let me see if I can put it on here so you can see it. If I put it on this. Okay, this is the thread bed that Patty Pan sent me. I think Patty sent me this one, didn't you? But she had got these pony black needles right here, and she didn't like them. And I am stinking in love with them. I am like mad about them. So I've got to find out where she got them and, you know, start like a horde of them, because we all know your favorite needle can go the way of the wind. And then they, you know, quit making it or whatever. They're sold out of them, or it just, so I am in love with these. So they're pony black needles and they're small. And because I stitch in hand, I am in love with these. I am and just nuts over them. So if you see them anywhere and you like a small needle, try it out. I also love that it has the black and the white, because no matter what it's laying on, like if you accidentally drop it, it's, you know, it's easier to find because it has two colors on there. So if it's on a dark background, it shows up. And if it's on a light background, it shows up. So whoever thought about that, I do think that is a fabulous idea. Oh, look, I nearly forgot you that. Let me see, we should probably go about this in a different way. We'll put you over there when you're done. There we go. This is my snowman. He got some, he made some decent progress this week. He is my winter zipper by Bent Creek. He's so cute. And like I said, if you're just wanting to start trying linen, or you're interested to see if you'd like it, this is on a 12 count. And the slubs aren't huge, so it is a great one to give it a go on. Let's see if I can put this on here like this. I finished out his little body and started the snow up here. I think there was another snowflake I needed to do right there. And like I said, I'll have to put a little band on his hat. And I think Char, were you the one that said it needed a little snowflake button? That'll be so cute on his little hat. I love it. So he is adorable, but like I said, he is on using all 6 strands on 12 count. So he is super easy. He is absolutely Ada friendly. If you do not want to do the linen, when you get the zipper kit, it comes with the linen. You could easily just switch it out for 14 count Ada if you do not want to do the linen, and your size difference would be nominal. I mean, you would have, I would think you would have plenty of thread. I've never run out, even come anywhere close on one of their kits. So I would think you would be fine with that. And they usually use DMCs, and they list them on there. Let's see if I can fold this so you can see what you're getting. There we go, so without showing the pattern. So there is their color key. So you could easily grab an extra if you were going to be worried about running out, and do him on Ada. He would be really cute on, where have I seen that somebody had, Patty, did you have that in your stash the other day when you were going through it? Or was it an even weave that was blue? But the little blue that has the white circles, little white dots on it, little petite dots on it everywhere. That would be so cute. And then I changed these to blue, but you could leave them white and then do the blue snowflakes on top. It would be so cute. I think Fabric Flair has some that's printed like that. Now let's see if we can get off on this tangent and see. Oh no, I think Brittany's hurt herself. Oh Lord, let me see. Fabric Flair, Ada, blue. Well, if I could type blue dot. Let's see what we get. Yes, it is them. Fat Quarter Shop has some. I see it on Etsy, Fat Quarter Shop. Here are some of the pictures of it. This would be so cute on some of this. And it says it's in Ada. So there's 14 and 16 count Ada. And he would be so stinking cute on that. So he's definitely Ada friendly. Autumn Rules, you know, like I said, is also Ada friendly, but he is, and he would be so cute on that. So if you don't let the fact that the linen is in here keep you from getting it. You know, give it to a friend. Let your kids paint on it. I don't know. There's tons of things you can do with fabric you don't want to use. But I love stitching on this. It's a great late night one. I stitch on it. Okay, we have an odd routine here. Or what is odd to us. For now that James is hurt and has gone back to work. I mean, he's been hurt for a while, but he comes in from work and his foot is hurting. And so I'm looking for something in here while we're sitting here talking. Would you surprise? Page 9. His foot gets hurt, so we eat and everything. And then by the time it gets to be 8 o'clock, his foot is like hurting pretty good. And so then we go in there and watch TV till we go till sleepy time in the bed. And so he can sit and then lean. He kind of leans back, and then, you know, we prop his foot up higher. So it helps with the swelling and helps with the discomfort and stuff. And so the big stitches, I like in there at night late till I get too sleepy to trust myself anymore. But so those big ones like that are fun and easy to stitch on that. So like I said, don't let the fact that fabric's in there keep you from not wanting to do it. Okay, and I showed this last week and it was in this bag, and so it made me think about it. Deborah Quilt says she is doing Witchy Surprise. How cute is this? And it's funny because you flip through here and you look at things, but then when somebody tells you about one, you go back and you look at like, oh, hey, that's really cute. This one right here with the little spider. He is so cute. And he is, let's see how big he is. no, that's not him. 75 by 56. So he could absolutely fit in one of Mimi's little things. So thank you, Deborah, for making me look twice at that, because I think I kept looking at the Nevermore Raven above that and kind of skipping over it. Now, Lucy got just a second of love. Lucy V. Moore, I got her out, and she got just a second, like literally 1 second of love. Sampler September's coming up. I will probably stitch a lot on this in September, starting in September. And then I will also I'll give myself one new start of a sampler in September. So I will start another one of my Ancestor samplers. And then these are all the called fors for it. They are just gorgeous. They are so pretty. So beautiful. There's a blue in there that's hiding. Oh, the blue may be the one I'm still missing. I'm still missing the blue. They were out of it. The blue, and of course, did I remember to pick it up the whole time I was at StitchCon? No, I did not. Go figure. The blue is, let's find the blue of the flag. So that's the one I'm missing. It's the dot. The dot is Summer Shower. Gentle Arch Summer Shower is here. And that's the color that I'm missing out of here. But it is, I just started on the little alphabets right there before I start across with my next row. That kind of keeps me in check. So I'll do some more of these alphabets I need to finish. I'm gonna do these a little bit at a time because they are very tedious. I don't know why. I didn't used to think they were tedious, but now I find them quite tedious. Menopause? I don't know. But I love them, but they really, I have to pay attention. So I will probably finish this and start across here and start with this row here. This one I'm doing for, I will have myself and my sister. So sister and I will be on here and my parents. So I will have mom and dad here, and then sister and I'll put in here. So this will be the one I make for my parents and my sister and myself. It is big. She's a big girl. She is 345 by 110. So she is not Ada friendly because of the over 1 alphabets. The over 1 alphabets you could backstitch would work. So you would have to adjust the size some, but you could backstitch the words or change the words however you wanted and not do the over 1 alphabet. But she does have over 1 alphabet and an over 1, this little bird here is an over 1. So that's something to think about. So she is not Ada friendly unless you feel like making the adjustments on her because she has a lot of over 1 stitching. But man, she is gorgeous. The original is down here. She's by Needlework Press, RSG Antiques and Needlework Press. They always do a great job. This is on a big, gigantic piece of something. I should have it on my tag here. Where's it at? It is on 32 count vintage country mocha linen. And I still have not trimmed it. So she's huge, big, huge piece of linen sitting here. Lord. Yeah. Let's see. Put that away, put that away. I'm trying to keep somewhat clean as I go. I did get mail out this week, so if you have mail coming from me, it's on its way. Never fear, it takes me forever sometimes, but I did get it on its way. I went to the post office, I got to see Amy. She works in the post office. She went to school with my daughter. And you know, when you get to be not new anymore, it's just sweet to see those people that went to school with your kids and, you know, talk to them about their kids and what they're doing and, you know, what's happening in their lives. It's just something so sweet about it. And she's just a gorgeous thing anyway, but I love seeing her at the post office. I love seeing Roger and Aristotle. And I mean, we have great post office staff. I cannot tell you how fabulous they are. And so it is super nice to go in there and see them, and they always help me. And I had a couple of internationals, and So, you know, when I get those, I want to be sure I get the postage right and everything on those. So they are absolutely wonderful. So I ducked in there. So if you're waiting on mail from me, it's coming. I promise it's coming. Okay, this is going to be my Stitching with Daleen. So she's up top next and we're going to talk about her. Like I said, Jenna Lee came up with this idea, and Teresa reached out to me and let me know when Daleen had passed. And so then she told me about the thing Jen had stitching with Daleen. And I went and looked and pulled several patterns. And then the more I thought about it this week, I just felt like, you know, I changed this hair. This is going to be my Stitching with Daleen stitch. And I'm going to put Daleen's name in here somehow. I'm not sure how I'm going to put, or where I'm going to put it, but I'm going to put Daleen's name, initials, something in here somehow. Because when Daleen is so grateful. So when I think of the cornucopia and the angel, and when I changed the hair color, I thought, well, I'm gonna change it. It looks like Kimmy's hair. I love this color. And now I'm sitting here realizing it really looks like Daleen's hair. And I love that. And Daleen had beautiful curly hair. And so I am going to finish my Harvest Angel here for Daleen. So when I realized that this week, I pulled it out and finished the little thread and got it set out here. So I finished part of her little frock here in between the lapel. I'd done just a few stitches and had the thread hanging. So this week I will work on her some more, and she is an angel, so that's so fitting with Daleen's beautiful curly hair. So this will be my Stitching with Daleen stitch, and I will love it and think about my sweet friend when I'm stitching on it. My sweet, brave friend who lived her life on her terms, how she wanted to, and how she felt right about her life. And I guess she lived her life with her conscience. And I love that. And I don't know that we see that as much as we really should. So this is how they stitched it. I put a face on mine because y'all know that creeps me out if they don't have a face. That's just some weird hang up I have. And then I decided to change the hair. And this color was beautiful. And I thought, oh, it looks like Kimmy's. But in retrospect, it doesn't. It looks like Daleen's. And I just love it. So there is, can I get both? There you go. There is a big difference with the hair and not with the hair. They use the negative space to do the angel's hair here. And can y'all see her here? Yeah. They use the negative space for her hair, and y'all know I like me some color. And so I loved it. So this will be my Stitching with Daleen piece. And I'll put her initials, her name, her something on here somehow. So what do you think about that, Teresa? I didn't get a new start in Jen, but I decided to do this one because it just really reminds me of her. And she was always talking about the bounty and the blessings of life. And so with the cornucopia, she had her garden. It was just perfect for me. It just screamed Daleen. So Daleen, my sweet friend, I know you, I know you can hear and see all things now. And I hope you like what I chose. Y'all know I struggle with showing emotion. It is something I'm not very comfortable with. like Sandra. I saw Sandra this week. You know, I always love Sandra, seeing Sandra, trying to learn things. And she mentioned to me that one of the differences that a lot of studies say is that men more than anything want to be respected, and women want to be loved unconditionally. And I found that quite interesting. I found that very interesting that that you would choose respect over love. I don't understand that. But I'm not a dude. Even though my first birth certificate did say I was. It was, I don't know. I guess the person who typed up my birth certificate was just half awake and thought that Denise was Dennis. And it said I was a boy. And so I do have that birth certificate. I can't let go of it. So, maybe that's why I struggle with showing emotion. On some level, that person at the office knew that there was something. I mean, because I tell people all the time, I mean, I'm kind of half dude, okay? Because I'm not, like I said, I'm not comfortable with emotion much and things like that. So, I don't know. It's interesting. Life is interesting. And life with therapy is even more interesting. I do feel like I learn things all the time when I see Sandra, and I tell her that I appreciate her and I'm thankful for her helping me learn how to not react and I said, you know, one of the things James Williams says, I'm too, you know, you overreact. And she said, well, you know, maybe you do. So what? As long as you're comfortable with your behavior, nobody else has to be. But it is a possibility. Maybe you do. So what? So I love that she kind of puts perspective on things. You know, she's like, or maybe he doesn't react enough. Maybe you were drawn to each other because one of you's too much and one of you's too little. I don't think we were drawn to each other, Sandra. That's what I tell her all the time. I'm like, nope. We were the only two scorpions left, and somebody up there in heaven said, well, what are we going to do with these two? And Paul or somebody, thinking they were quite funny, said, just drop them in a bowl and see which one ends up. I don't know if you've ever seen two scorpions in a bowl fighting each other. They, instead of just, you know, picking a side and sitting there and minding their own business, they always, you know. And so I always think that's how we ended up here. We were too nasty for anybody else. And so Jesus said, no, these two got to have each other, okay? Because nobody else wants them. So here we are. And so, you know, maybe I'm too much or maybe he's too little. And so we're trying to find some balance. I don't know. But I do love how knowledgeable she is. And I do love that I get to learn things whenever I see Sandra. Now, this is my piece for Shell and Trey. They will be getting married on the 16th. And so next week, I may just have to show y'all a picture of this if I decide to try to get it to them before they leave. I don't know, or if I just want it to be sitting in their house when they get back. So I'm kind of, y'all might chime in on that. If I should try to get it to them before, like on the day of their ceremony, because none of us are going. You know, we had our all big get together. It'll just be them and parents there. But I don't know if I should try to get it to her before or if I should just have it there in the house when they get back. So y'all chime in and let me know what you think. But it is Two Become One, and it is an older one by Heart and Hand. 2016, no? Yes, 2016. That one is 2016. Yes, 2016, nothing wrong with me. This is on a piece of antique lace by Seraphim. Sharon was cleaning out the little bits of the bin and I got it, and I'm gonna try to get, okay, that's more like a true color of it right there. And I just am in love with it. Shell does not like things to be bright. Like I said, she's a architect engineer, you know, and she just is her home is beautiful. She is redoing it little bit by little bit. I think she's Shell Bryn on Instagram, if I'm not mistaken. But she, you can kind of follow along with them redoing the house and all that. Let me see. Oh, she's Shelton_Bryn. That's my niece there. And there's she and Trey at the shower. I didn't show any of these last week. I should have. She's just such a beauty. There she is and my sister. Two beauties. She made the cake. There she is with Tootie. Oh, let me see. Okay, here I am in this dress that I don't think becomes me at all because, well, but we're all laughing. And this is always when me and Sage and Annie and my sister, when we're all together, here is the back of me and then Sage and Annie laughing in the background. Sage is my sister's middle daughter. And I always say all the time, she should have ended up over here because she is she's funny. But I thought I could find a picture where they had redone the bedroom. She does CrossFit all the time. She loves exercise and she's always doing things. And of course, then I cannot find one picture where they've redone the bedroom. Of course I can't. That would just make too much sense. So, anywho. But anyway, if you want to follow along, so it's for her. So, let me know what y'all think if I should try to get it to her before. And of course, there's a part of me that thinks, what if, you know, something happens and the courthouse is closed and they have to do it another day, or there's a part of me that's scared to put the date on there before the date actually happens. So there's that part of me too, but I've stitched the little heart right here, and then I will have her initials and Trey's initials here and the date. And then just this bottom band is all that I have left to stitch. But it is so beautiful. I love this fabric. It's all super understated, and I think she will just love it. I hope she loves it. But I've stitched one for all the kids and Shelton Brandon, my other niece. So I hope she loves it. And it's small. I knew she would want it to be small. She loves, like I said, she keeps everything very, she's not a minimalist. My sister and I are maximalists, okay? I'm always having to try to rein myself in. My sister does not rein herself in. I have had to rein myself in since we moved here because James Williams is even more insane about the walls. My husband is saving the walls for something, like he's saving our garage door. What he's saving it for, I don't know. He'll say, you know that only has so many open and closes in it. I do know that, but I also know that that garage door opener is there to serve me. I'm not there to serve the garage door opener. This is the fight I have with him and the ice in his ankle. We have this fight all the time, but ice in his ankle. Because we got that machine that you put the ice in and the water in, and then it has this tube coming off of it, and it goes and wraps it around your ankle with this little, I don't know, like a little pad of a thing that the ice water goes through, right? So you wrap it around. Well, you know, he ain't liking to use that. You know why? It uses so much ice. Yes, at our household, we're even saving the ice for something. I'm not sure what, why, but he is also saving the walls. You put another hole in the wall? The walls are for me. They're my walls. I don't know. We look at things so differently. But yes, that is a constant trauma here at our home, is the fact that I will just willy-nilly use all the ice I want, and I will just open and shut the garage door whenever I want. You say, you know, you could come to the back door. They could come to the back door. They could. Or I could open the garage door and let them in through the garage, because, you know, they're carrying stuff and it's easier and it's... No, we're saving that garage door for something special. When one of y'all figures out what, y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Now this one I am super excited about. Let's see here. I've got it kind of rolled back here. I tried to roll it back so you could kind of get a better look at it. This is my, holy Toledo, that went shooting off there. I guess I better use the bigger clamp. Yike. That could have put my eye out. Evidently that clamp didn't want to serve me this morning, did it? Okay, let's see. Here we go. All right, now this is my Twin Peaks primitive. This is the Nutcracker SAL with Pam and Steph, and they're flying, just, it's amazing. But I did get my big tree. So the big Christmas tree in the center, I got finished. And it is so beautiful. So now I thought I would go ahead and start doing the Nutcracker and the Mouse King, but I don't. I think I'm gonna go up and do Claire and go from there. I don't know if you can see how beautiful it is. I will say that is one thing. And Twin Peaks is one of these that I want to go to, and there's another one that I'm sitting here trying to think. Shepherd's Bush used to be this way. I don't know if their new ones are still, but I want a close up. I want a close up of it. It's so beautiful. And this is kind of like pushed out, and I just don't think it does it justice, because it is stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. And like I said, I chose to do mine on this blue instead of, it is on 32 count Stormy Night Lugana. Look at it. I am in love. I am just in love with it. It is so pretty. It is the colors, that's chopped chives and blue corn are the tree. I can't remember if that's old gold or what is the base. I think the base of it is ye old gold. It's either that or sassy brass, or I don't know. It's one of those. But it is so beautiful. I'm loving it on this. Like I said, I wanted mine to look, I wanted mine to make me think of the backdrop at the ballet. You know, when I go to the ballet and watch the Nutcracker, it's not a beige background. And there are a couple of things I'm gonna have to switch. There's a little, there's a few little like snowflakes. And then this little guy here, I'm afraid the blue of his jacket won't show up good, but I'll just switch it for another blue that does. But you can see there's, right under the 1892, there's a little snowflake there, and there's a little snowflake here and here. Those will probably have to be changed for another color. And I will, oh, hello hummingbirds. And I will do that, but I was just so excited. I kind of got on a roll and just kept on going. But it is beautiful. And here's my problem with to me, Lugana is stretchy, and I don't like that. But it'll be all right. It's stretchy, and I don't like stretch. But it is just beautiful. I love it. When I got it finished, I was like, wow, because I'm looking at it on here, and I feel like I'm so far away when I'm looking at it that you just don't get how gorgeous that tree is. Looking at that and then looking at this, you just don't get the full impact of how beautiful that is. So that is, like I said, if I had one thing to say, Shepherd's Bush, and there's one or two, I think I've talked about it before, that they'll have a beautiful setup in their picture, but it's not as close as I want the picture to be. So even if you want to set up your little vignette to be so beautiful, give me a close-up shot. You know what I'm saying? I would love a close-up pic down here. You know, I just, even a close-up of one piece of it. I don't know. It's just weird to me, or I'm weird about it. But I love to be able to see the actual stitching of it. So like, let's look at, we're digging. We're going back over here. Look at how much I can see every stitch in this. You see how much closer we are? That's what I love. I want to be able to see every stitch. And I'm just a weirdo. And then they even give you like that bigger close up there. So that's what I love. I want to be able to see like that. And I feel like that some of the designers kind of do themselves a disservice by not having a beautiful close-up picture. And of course, Needlework Market's going on. My LNS has had things up. Dreama has had, Harry and Ann have been putting up things on Dreama's page, and I'm sure lots of LNSs are, and it's just beautiful to look at every day and see some things that are new and that you want to stitch and that you can put in your, this is on the horizon stack, and my last little stitch. I saved this for last. And then, oh, and Dottie, I thought I had seen Michelle's latest one this week. I'll have to go back and look because there's no way I could have missed it. She said she finished the Teresa Winsler arc. And I thought I watched her this week because I did get to watch a little bit of Flosstube this week. And I thought I watched her, but I didn't see that. So this is, and I didn't bring the yarn in here. Remember the fuzzy yarn that I had picked for my Carnival Knockdown? And we talked about it, and it was too much. And then one of y'all, and I probably won't be able to see where it says, one of y'all told me I could hand sew the stand. Summer Jubilee, blah, 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 blah. One of y'all told me to tent stitch. Pam said try tent stitching the fuzzy yarn and see if you like that. And so this week, one day, I gave that a go. And I love it. It is still a lot, because I'm using a wool needle So that's another thing, if anybody else has any other suggestions, because it's so fuzzy and big to get through the needle eye, I'll show you what I'm using. And it just doesn't stay looped on very good. I'm using this wool needle, and it looks like this. So it's easy to get it through, right? But it also comes undone very easily. So this is my Carnival Knockdown, and I should have slipped that right back in there so I wouldn't lose it. Here we go. But I forgot the yarn. But this is the fuzzy yarn that I did, and then a little section, and then pulled it out. But it is so cute. Look at it. It's so fuzzy and fun. So now I am left with the decision, do I want to try to do all of him this way, or do I want to just do his face fuzzy and then his other knot? I don't know that I would like that. I thought even about taking this out and then just putting the patch. Okay guys, what I do with the pattern here, just had it in hand. Just doing this big patch here between his forehead, between his eyes, fuzzy. So I'm thinking about that. Chime in and let me know what you think. What you think would be good on that. It's just the cutest pattern, and I want it to be so wonderful. And I love it. But I do love the fuzzy yarn. I do love it, so I don't know. We'll see. I think it's going to be much slower, unless I may have to do something I hate and put it on a scroll frame. If I put it on a scroll frame and I can go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, like that. I know Christy stitches that way, Vonna stitches that way. So if I put it on my big scroll and prop it and go up and down like that, I may can pick up some speed that way. But it is so cute, and I love it so much. It is Ada friendly. So everything today has been Ada friendly except for Lucy V. Moore. Lucy V. Moore is not Ada friendly, unless you're willing to adjust for back stitch and everything. And Crafty Condo Stitcher, thank you. I am getting used to my hair. It's grown out a little bit. I can put it all straight up. I can pull this over this way a little bit. I am getting used to it, but it has been something else. Like I said, I just was not prepared, and my hairdresser was so perfect about it when I contacted her. So if your hairdresser isn't kind to you, get you another one. But there is that, and then here we are here. So it is just so cute, and I love that it's fuzzy. So I did get it out and play with that this week, and I stinking love it. Really, really love it. And I guess I could do it kind of patchy. He'd be kind of a little mangy looking cat. I mean, he's kind of rough looking, Anyway, but this is Rebel Stitcher Vintage Carnival Knockdowns. That's the cat, and I also got the owl. And they are both so cute. So I would love to get them both finished this year. I don't know if I will. Let me see how much bigger one is than the other. This one's about 100 by 60, and this one's about 45 by 95. So they're pretty close. This one is smaller. So anywho, it's so cute. I love it. Love, love, love it. So it has been fun to work on this week. I don't think I have that in there to hold my needles around, but it was super fun to work on that and play with that and try to figure out how I wanted that to look. What else? Oh, Lorraine had asked about my granddaughters. Yeah, when I say the girls usually means my granddaughters and my daughter, because they usually come into, that she's their mom. So my only girl has 2 girls. I have 2 boys. Let's see here. I have a boy and a girl and a boy. So let's see here. If I can, Lorraine, I'll try to make this as clear as mud. Oh, here they all are laughing. I'm laughing because they're crying. So Micah is not in this picture, but so here we are as they're leaving the other day. There's Kimi and Aria is sitting next to me, and then Bebe, my daughter-in-law, and then Catch was not having it. As you can see, he was ready to go. So those 2 are my granddaughters, and this is my grandson. And so when I say the girls are coming to town, that is usually my granddaughters and Micah. So, because a lot of times Justin doesn't come. He travels for work and stuff a lot. So that's my daughter Micah, and then her girls. And I don't think last week I had, well, here's a picture of us all. Yay. This isn't a very good pic when I don't know what I did to save it wrong, but it's kind of blurry. So this is myself, and Kimi is in front of her mom, Micah, and then Aria is here by me. And so that was us at the venue for the shower. So when I say the girls are coming to town, that's usually, well, here we are. This is a better picture. We're all on the way, and we have Catch with us. So there's myself and Micah, my daughter, and then Kimi with the longer hair is in the back seat on the left over here by me, behind me. Catch is in the middle, and then Aria is sitting behind her mom, Micah. So we are on our way to the shower that day. So when I say the girls, that usually means Micah too, but it always means my 2 grandbabies, Kimi and Aria. So I hope that, I always forget to say that. J&J Easter, my daddy loves some deviled ham. You can come and share it with him, because I am not going to fight you with that. You are just going to get to have it. Jenny Dawn, my sister-in-law, loves Great Danes. She has rescued 2, and she said she'd get one day. She'd figure out a way to sneak one in the house on her husband. You're a good sneaker if you can sneak in a Great Dane, Jenny. I just want to know how you're going to get that done. She says her husband says no horses in the house, and those are big dogs. Those are big, big dogs. Oh, Carol, she said, when we were talking about Vienna sausages, okay, she said she would try to sneak her dog's peel in a Vienna sausage, and it would eat the Vienna sausage and spit the peel back out. I don't know. I know people who always be trying to sneak their animal stuff in their food. And I don't know if it's just been in ag all my life, or being raised on a farm, or, when my animal has to take a peel, I just take their head under my arm and open their mouth up and poke it down. Poke it down their throat. So I'm always amazed at people who say they're trying to get their dog to eat something. My dog don't get a choice. The cat the same way. You got to take a pill. I just poke it down its throat. I don't know. With cows, you have the peel thing. It's like a long, looks nearly like an injector for a fried turkey. If you inject a turkey before you fry it with like seasoning and stuff, it looks like that. And you poke it down the cow's throat and shoot the peel. But I do the same thing just with my hand, and I just poke it down there. So I don't know. That's always funny to me, and I always wonder: is it just a rough and ready ranch life when you were a kid in the summers at your grandparents, or what is it that makes you not think like that? I don't know. And Sherry Phoenix says she will be at Stitch West in October. Please find me. I would love to meet you. I loved at StitchCon when people came and found me, and I got to put faces with names. I love that so much, because I feel like I know so many of y'all, and but then I don't really have face with you. So I love that. And now Karen in Burleson and Allie in Atlanta both said they said Vienna sausages. We always said Vienna sausages. So Zippy 12 and, oh, Michael Jones also said Vienna and will be at Stitch North. And Zippy 12, where are y'all from? That I'm just curious if it's like in the South and in Texas that we say Vienna. I mean, up north, do all y'all know to say Vienna? I don't know. It is amazing to me because when I look at that word in any other context, it's Vienna. The little weenies are Vienna. I don't know why. So I've laughed about that all week long. And I hope I did. And one of y'all, like I said, I owe you an email. I started it and then got distracted the other day and it came back to me that I never finished it, about the colors I used for this. You sent me an email. I will try to remember to go look at that this afternoon. If you don't hear from me in a day or two, email me again because sometimes I do get distracted and forget. So I pulled, oh my gosh, I forgot to do shares. Oh, in my rush, I forgot to do shares. Okay, I'll just put those off and do them next week. I'm sorry, y'all, but I completely forgot that trying to do it early. So I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to get this uploaded and go get my yard work done. I hope y'all have a happy Friday and have a great weekend. Enjoy your stitching. Bye.